Hunter.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Caitlin. I'm Nessa.
This is the Family Showdown!
Hi, guys. That was loud. Hi.
It was loud. It was only loud to us.
Okay.
In fact,
it was really loud
it
in
didn't even
here.
have volume to start with. So.
I can't hear now. Good evening. Welcome to Random Shenanigans. That's what you're in for. That'll teach you. And hi again. Yeah, sorry about the little snafu. YouTube doesn't sometimes like to keep the scheduling time, and it resorts back to its default. It's very exciting. That or Hunter forgot to press save. I don't know. Fire that IT guy. So,
all right.
how's life? What's up? This
You're
fine
you're a little more centered than me for more than one
Did you have a
reason.
setup from when we were filming?
I don't know. I think it's still set up in the
Have you had your V8?
the top 10 mode. The top 10 mode where I'm kind of off to the side because I'm not important.
You just need... That's garbage.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Oh, my gosh. All kinds of pop-ups popping up on my computer.
Accept the risk. That's
I
right,
accept the risk.
Listen up, McAfee virus.
All right, folks. We got a full and crazy packed agenda tonight.
Ooh.
We
do? We
yes.
do?
Yes.
What are we doing?
We are
Is it nap time yet?
talking about board games.
Oh, wow. People do that?
So, since we last spoke, which was, I marked it down.
This afternoon?
Well,
Because you watched my video. Oh, yes, you did.
January 21st.
Oh.
We've been to the Dice Tower Cruise and WT3C5.
Sounds like C-3PO's cousin.
West Texas Tabletop
Convention.
Con 5.
Shouldn't it be 5? WT3C
No.
Con because it's like
No.
the 5th West Texas Tabletop Con?
I don't know. And we got new games to talk about. We've played,
A million games.
about 20-ish new games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some are new, some are not new.
Yes.
And we got some games we bought. We got some free games. We got so many things to talk about. So for the chat, for the people who showed up with chat, did the chat.
Hello,
thing,
chat.
you get to pick.
Ooh.
Do you want to hear about
Choices?
I'm gonna let you pick because I'm in a giving mood. We can talk about the Dice Tower Cruise. We can talk about West Texas Tabletop Con. We can talk about the new games we played, or we can talk about the new purchases / free games we got.
Ooh. So,
First
board
one-
games, or board games?
First one to get 2 votes is our choice.
There you go.
So we'll wait.
Dice Tower Cruise, West Texas, board games, and board games. I forgot the last 2 already.
Games we played,
new plays.
games we played, and games we've got. Of course,
Games we won, games
Of course, we have a
won.
massive delay because I fixed all our settings.
Massive delay.
So we'll see what happens.
Tommy,
Cruise,
ban Tommy.
New games.
Just ban Tommy.
Cruise. All right, Cruise wins.
Cruise wins.
All right.
Woo! When Harry met board games. That's a great name.
We went on the Dice Tower Cruise. This is our second Dice Tower Cruise. Our third cruise ever. No, the third
Yes.
cruise ever.
All 3 were board game cruises. We are big nerds.
We are big nerds. The cruise went from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to the Grand Caymans.
Well, to Grand Cayman.
To Grand Cayman.
The Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman. And then to Cozumel.
Which we didn't really
Which
actually...
we saw like 3 seconds of Cozumel. We walked
saw
through...
Senor Frogs and Bubba Gump, and then we were like, out of here!
We walked through
walked by them.
Cozumel,
It was
a small town in Cozumel, and then or left. The small section of Cozumel, I'd rather say.
We went...
So, the Dice Tower Cruise, this is their fourth cruise.
I believe so.
There was 809 people
Wow.
from the Dice Tower on the cruise.
go.
The
Dice
cruise
Tower
itself,
keeps...
I think, had like 3,600.
Wow. It felt like
So
we had more of the boat, though.
So we were
I
like
felt...
a quarter of the people on the boat. No, that's not a quarter. That's not math. Four and a half. 2 nights of the people on the boat. Is that right? 2 nights? Someone check my math on that.
Oh my gosh, what just happened?
22% of the
Somebody
people on the boat.
mailed it in after he checked out of work today.
I have Excel files that do math for me.
Wow!
So,
Admissions, Hunter's confessions.
So,
he doesn't really know math. He just...
we went, the whole family went. It was
fun.
Us, the girls, Nessa and Caitlin, and the in-laws, or her parents, my in-laws, her parents, went. This time we got balconies. That was so cool. We kind of splurged and got balcony rooms, which was kind of cool.
If you get a chance to splurge, do that. That was really neat. Like, I thought the little, like, tiny port window thingy was cool, but to be able to go out and actually just sit there if you're tired or something and actually still see stuff, that was really cool.
This time we did less cruise, for me anyway, less cruise activities and more Dice Tower activities.
Mine was a little more balanced.
I did more Dice Tower things.
You did a hair more
because we didn't go. I didn't go to a single non-Dice Tower show.
I did. I went to the ice skating show.
But we made She didn't. I made every Dice Tower event last time. Last time we missed some of them.
That's true. We did.
So we played.
Had kids, man.
And we played more board games.
We actually did though.
Last Dice Tower cruise, we played 3 board games.
We played that many? I thought we played like 1.
This time I played 10. 12? 10 or 12, and she played like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for us.
It's more than double. That's a lot.
It was really cool. The people were very nice. I had tons and tons of people come up and say hi.
Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. And thank you, by the way. That was so cool. So many of you came by and said hi, and that actually was really, really cool and really amazing.
Yeah. It's interesting because I'm doing the board game breakfast thing now, and a lot of people recognize me from that more so than Blender and this channel.
It's been a while now for Blender.
But what I find interesting, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, when you do the board game breakfast, you don't get a lot of feedback.
Oh yeah,
you don't get a lot of comments. You don't know, am I doing something people like? And it's really nice.
Yeah, to actually
people
hear something.
actually get feedback on what you're doing. So
that's true.
That's cool. So it was fun. The Dice Tower events were great. Caitlin participated in one of them, which was kind of cool. Brian Drake of the Dice Tower.
Oh my gosh!
He did his magic show. And
did you put one of the pictures into that?
I didn't. I think that's where I was eventually going to say this. Okay. I didn't have time to do a video, but I have a couple of pictures to show.
Oh, man.
But Caitlin got to be in the magic act, and she completely freaked out. It was so
wonderful.
Funny.
It was wonderful. I think that's why I picked her. She's got great facial expressions.
So that was cool. It was just a great experience. I know it's crazy expensive, but if you're a fan of the Dice Tower
and you want to take a really awesome family trip,
yeah,
I mean,
it's like the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah,
it's cool. Goodness. It's cool to have people on the boat, and if you're a fan of the Dice Tower, you just go around the corner and there's Dice Tower people everywhere. I mean,
that was fun. Okay, so I saw what in the world was the closing show. Okay, well, Brian Drake performed a cool bunch of magic stuff. Jason was filming everything for his blog. I can't wait to see his vlog thing.
Yes.
Did he already post it yet?
No.
He's still working on it.
So the closing, they asked about the closing show. Yeah. So it's Brian Drake did a magic act.
And then we had the shenanigans with the two teams.
And then they did a board game, not board game, a quiz show. And it was 2 teams versus 2 teams. It was Z and, what's her name?
Crystal.
No, the other lady. I don't know. The dice things get dicey.
Oh yeah. Paula.
Yeah, Z and Paula were a team, and Crystal and Joe Stedman, the original Dice Tower guy,
the OG,
were a team. And then they bring people from the audience to fill out the teams, and they ask questions.
They ask questions. Yeah,
and it's
that's
the
right.
famous.
If
you watch the Dice Tower game shows, it's the one where it's a top 10-ish.
Yeah.
And you get points based on how good you do, but you don't want the number 1 answer. If you get the number 1 answer, the other team gets points. So they did that, and it was crazy. The people coming from the audience and everyone,
we're screaming answers and shenanigans.
Yeah, it was lots of yelling and screaming.
It was fun.
So that was pretty cool.
And anything lacking about the library? That's a big hearty no to me.
No, the library is
it
amazing. The library, Board Game Geek has a bigger library, but I think Dice Tower has a better library at this point.
I think it's getting there.
I would say a good percentage of their games are upgraded.
They're blinging out a lot of the games.
They have
when they can.
popular games. There's not. I mean, the Board Game Geek. If you're looking for very obscure games, you might find
I like
them.
doing that too, though.
But I would say 80% of the Board Game Geek library just sits there and collects dust. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Dice Tower library, it seemed like there was lots of movement all over the place in that library.
Yeah,
it was lots of good games, lots of upgraded games, lots of popular games. The only thing I don't know if this is the library that's lacking, but we did run into space issues a few times on the boat, finding places to play games.
Because more people were gaming. I think that with the numbers going up, I think more people are also gaming. We played more games this time around.
But Jason said he already has a plan on how to fix the gaming situation, space situation.
That's exciting. I'm excited because I like what he's done so far. The Windjammer, one of the big buffet meal places. During the evenings and nights, they would open up a portion and eventually all of it late, and you could go up and play games up there on those big tables and stuff like that. So it was really neat.
Yeah, they had the dining room during the day, went between meals, and then they had the Windjammer at night, and then they had the conference room. The conference room was continually full, except but late at night and probably early in the morning. Otherwise, it was full. And about probably when people were doing excursions and stuff. Because some people don't even get off the boat. Some people just play games the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is an option.
Yeah.
So the location went to the Grand Caymans. We did a turtle encounter thing.
The turtle habitat. Oh my goodness.
So we went to a sea turtle rehabilitation place. Is that right? Rehab place. Basically, they raise sea turtles.
They're addicted to crack.
They raise rehabilitation. That's right, rehabilitation. They raise sea turtles. They have a big stock of what they say, thousands of sea turtles. They got so many sea turtles.
They have a lot of sea turtles.
And when they lay the eggs, they take all the eggs and then they incubate them and hatch them so that they have a better chance of surviving. And then they periodically do big releases of turtles into the wild. And they have little places where you can go and pet turtles and swim with turtles, and you can scuba with turtles.
No, not scuba. It was snorkel.
Snorkel, yes, not scuba. It's only 5 feet deep. You're not going to do much scubaing.
No, there were parts that were deeper than that.
And I actually have.
There were some deep parts of that.
I actually have one of the few pictures I got. One of the few pictures I got loaded, and I put them all over.
We went to 20 feet deep or so, probably.
So one of the few pictures I got loaded was
physical therapy for turtles.
Oh yeah. So there's a little wading pool that the girls got to go. Rebecca actually went in too, and you got to go and you can walk around and kind of wade in and pet the turtles. You can't pick them up because they don't want to shock them or freak them out because it is a rehab center. It's not like a zoo or anything like that. They intend to release these guys so that they don't want you holding them and picking them up and messing with them. I know some places do that, but this one's
Thanks, Kabuki.
They're serious about
getting them out back into the wild stuff. Yeah, it's neat because they collect all the eggs. They actually have a hatchery. It wasn't. We didn't go in it because right now they don't have anybody hatching because it's not season for it. But
so this is a picture of Nessa in a little wading pool, and that's a little baby sea turtle she's petting on, which is kind of cool.
Yep, and there was one. Do you have a picture of the one that had the fins? He kept putting his fins up and hanging out by Katie. It was really hard to get the shot of him.
Excuse me, I didn't have much time to grab pictures. So.
Oh man, there was some on my camera too. There was one that was hanging out by Katie, and he kept putting his fins over the top of his back like he was just chilling. That or he was trying to speed skate. I don't know what he was doing. And then he would just kind of cruise next to her. It was really cute, and they're just really neat little animals. They're so chill.
Yeah, and if you didn't want to wade, they had little smaller pools all around that you could that had turtles that you could touch and stuff. They don't let you mess with the big turtles. They don't want you to do anything with those guys, but the little baby guys.
Yeah, the big ones were 400 pounds too. Yeah. They were ginormous. So they were in their own they call them the breeding pools or something, and they had these ginormous pools just for them. We just got to look at them from afar. But then the little guys were in those, and then they had some of the more medium-sized. What do you call them? Teenager turtles, I guess. I don't know. They were in the snorkel ponds. They had these little mini rivers and stuff that met and split up, and you could go snorkeling through there, and then you could go all the way to a glass wall where on the other side there were barracuda and a shark and random other sea turtles and fish.
They had
and
some
stuff.
nature trails.
Nature
They
trails,
had a
chickens,
freshwater
lots
water
of
park
chickens.
that you could play in. It was just a really cool place that we got to go to. It was cool. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we went to hell.
We did, and back. No, really. I mean, it's a place, apparently, in Grand Cayman. It's fantastic. Please tell me, Daddy.
So there's a strange rock formation.
I wanted to research that more, dang it.
There's a strange rock formation
You're hiding behind it?
that's in the Grand Cayman that it's called hell. That's what they called it.
I mean, when you encounter something like that, what else do you think about it? I mean, that's the same thing that, like, people, when they first found Yellowstone,
right?
They were like, did we find hell?
Right.
Because of all of this weird volcanic stuff going on. And this is, it was weird. What's funny is in that picture, I don't know if you can see, there's ducks swimming around in there, so there's stuff living in this weirdness, but
yeah, it's just a little touristy trap place, but it was kind of
it was cool. Hilarious. Oh, they whooped it up big. It was great. So I got some little like postcard thingies Katie found that said I'd rather go to hell than back to school and stuff like that. They're little cheesy touristy postcards and stuff. Oh, it's hysterical. So they have some fun ones, and then they have, of course, the typical postcards you can send people, and you can actually get them stamped there from their post office to say you mailed something from hell.
Right.
And I mean, the jokes were all they embraced.
Yeah, all
of it.
It's like a little complex. That's right. Buildings. Basically, they have a gift shop, a post office, and a nightclub.
Yeah, that's like it for hell.
That's the whole city.
That's hell.
The whole town or city or whatever it is.
Take that as you will. So yeah, it was entertaining to say the least. But that was a fun trip. The sea turtle habitat, though, really blew me away by how much they really want to take care of them and follow through with everything and have step by step, and everything was clean. The turtles looked amazingly healthy and happy, and they were just doing their thing, chill. It was wonderful.
Yep, and then after the Caymans, or Grand Cayman, the Caymans.
That's true, there were 2 gift shops. David's right. There were 2 gift shops.
Was there 2 gift shops?
Into one.
There was?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I sat outside. I didn't even go in.
Oh, man. You missed out. Although it was really crowded in these tiny places, but...
So, once we were done with the Caymans, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so we got on a boat, and then we went to Cozumel, and we decided to take a day trip out to Chichen Itza.
Yep.
Chichen Itza, or as the guide said, chickens and pizza.
Chickens and pizza.
Yeah, Chichen Itza. So it was a full day trip. We basically got up the crack of dawn right when the boat landed, and we got back right when the boat left.
Why do we do these things?
It was a long drive, but I don't know when we'll ever get back to this spot.
Oh, it was
again.
totally worth it. Oh my gosh.
So we drove, I think it was 4 hours each way, and then we had like 15 seconds to look around while we were there.
It felt like it, but yeah.
But no, we went to the site, and it was amazing. We got like a history lesson on the way there, and about the people and why they built the place and their culture and languages and beliefs and what deities they worshipped and all this crazy historical stuff on the way.
Chichen Itza too. I mean, I knew a little bit about it, but I was just fascinated by the fact that so much mathematics. I mean, how amazingly scientific, mathematically exacting their main temple was. If you haven't studied that or read about it, you should go take a gander at it. It's pretty fascinating. And the amount of work that they had to put into this thing to build it so that it's got 3 different civilizations calendars on it with precision. It's just gorgeous. So, look at my lovely IT assistant here putting a picture up. And as you can see, if you look here, the number of steps equals the number of days. They've got...
Well, times 4.
Times 4, yeah, because, if you count all of them. And then the big chunky steps up the sides was... Months, because there's 18 months in their year. And then you can see there's these little indented squares in each of those big chunky steps, and that was another set of...
It's a different calendar.
It was a different calendar
it's
for that.
Teotihuacan. No, the
Aztec.
Tzolk'in.
Oh, Tzolk'in.
The Tzolk'in.
Olmec?
The Tzolk'in calendar.
Oh my gosh. Somebody's got a little board game on the brain.
The Tzolk'in Tower.
But,
now Teotihuacan's much further north.
Way out of our way.
But no, it was amazing to know their history and, like she said, how advanced they were.
Oh, it was so amazing, fascinating.
And how things they did. They did human sacrifices and all sorts of stuff.
But the reasoning why they did it was kind of interesting. I mean, it was just kind of fascinating. It wasn't just like a willy-nilly, let's kill some people. I mean, they had very specific reasons why they did stuff like that. And just the architecture and, I don't know, just learning about an ancient civilization like that and walking through and the... I don't know how many of you knew this too. This was neat. Walking up, our tour guide took us up, and there's certain spots where you stand in front of the temple. Like, we clapped, and like it absorbed the sound of the clap. There was like no echo. That was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, if you're lined perfectly up with the steps in that window, that little window doorway at the top. If you're slightly off center and you clap, you hear an echo. But you get right even straight with that doorway, straight up the steps, you can't hear your claps. They go away. Yeah,
it's really bizarre. And then if you go around the corner and you stand in a precise spot.
No, it's the same spot. It's right up the steps.
Is it right up the step there?
You clap and
instead of clapping, you hear this like weird zippy
basically
bird
a
call.
Vibration going back and forth between the steps and yourself.
Yeah, and they said it was a bird call. And I mean, you can kind of hear. I mean, it's wonky, but it's a really eerie noise.
Right.
And it was so fun to do that as a group and try that. And
so the site we were at, we didn't get to see a lot of it. We saw the main pyramid here, and we saw the sacrificial area
and the ball court.
We saw the
cool.
warriors place where the warriors. It says something like kind of a barracks, a warrior where all the warriors of the tribe stay, and then there's a big giant, like I said, big giant ball court. It's basically, it's probably bigger than a football field in length, and it has like two little discs built in the walls on the side. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing.
You're off the screen. Well, you're behind the picture. A little more. Here, I'll do it for you. So they have this like ball thing. It's like a basketball hoop turned sideways.
Yeah, it's like a little hoop that's stuck on the side of the wall.
Made out of stone, and then the ball is only an inch smaller than the hole for that, which is just
and that hoop
insane.
is like this big. Well, it's probably bigger, but look that big, and it's like 40 feet up or some craziness.
And you can't use your hands
so,
when you play
so
this
I decided
game,
that whoever scores first wins because. So it was really interesting to see the history. Only minus, and it's like this with I think every place I've seen in Central and in the Caribbean. It is like high pressure salespeople everywhere. Yeah. I mean, you get off the bus and there's people in your face wanting to sell stuff.
It's very aggressive.
They basically, the one good thing though is once you're on the site itself, they have like rope. It's almost like it's roped off where the people selling
vendors
things can go, so they
in.
don't bother you when you're out in the site. But to and from the bus, man, you got the barkers wanting to sell you everything.
I mean, we all walked off with these big hats, and people came up to us and were like, "Do you want a hat?" No, we're good. It was kind of funny. So we have a couple of questions.
Okay.
What are good ages to take kids on the Dice Tower cruise? I'm curious, because I have an opinion, but I'm curious what your opinion is. See if they coincide.
Depends on what you want to do. Now, if you're going as a family trip and you're not looking to do board games or events or stuff like that, then you can almost do any age. But if you want to do excursions, if you want to play board games, if you want to have time that you can do things, I would think 7, 8, 9 is where you probably want to start. Otherwise, you're going to be locked into the kids the whole trip.
But on the other hand of that too, from what I've heard, and I think Tom's kids even really enjoyed.
I forgot about that.
There is I hate to call it a daycare because it's not. It's almost like a day camp.
Yeah.
And from what everybody has said, feedback from the kids has been they love it.
Right.
The security's pretty amped up there. And they don't go anywhere unless the parents let them go.
I didn't think
but they're always coming back with crafts and stuff. See, but Nessa likes to play games and do the stuff, and she's big enough to hold her own on the excursions. I would say that seeing the new parents struggling with babies and the strollers, and you all know how
I don't know
strollers take up so much space. I would not want to do an excursion.
Yeah, I don't know if Brent's. I don't see him in the chat. He had
he
had a little one, and we got like a couple of highs to him the whole time.
Yeah, we didn't get to see him a whole lot because it's hard with little ones.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think it's kindergarten age is when they start doing the day camps or whatever you want to call it.
And apparently everybody really
Tom
loves
says
those.
his kids go there and they just stay there all day.
Yeah, they love it. They come
They
back.
pick them up for
they do
meals,
stuff,
and
they have
that's about it.
activities. It's not like they're just being babysat. They actively do things the whole
Right.
time because it's their vacation too. Like they really do a good job. I'm really impressed with everything I've heard about Royal Caribbean's like camp stuff, and I know they have a teenager thing too, just for teens. I don't know if it's just in the evenings or if it's during the day too. Again, our family likes to kind of all stick together and go on the excursions and try different things like that. So we haven't experienced that, but it's kind of what you want to do. And I mean, if your kiddos like to do all the same kinds of things, it'd be pretty easy to go whatever
Right.
age they're at. So it's kind of put out the feelers, do the research on that one.
Yeah.
For what your preference is. I saw, I thought I saw another one. Oh, cenote. Yeah, Nick, I want to go see the cenotes as well. We ran out of time because our ship landed at port a little later, so we had to skip the cenote. There's apparently a cenote right off of the site of Chichen Itza. That was one of their main sources for water and everything, which was a huge deal.
Yeah, we didn't get to leave the main area.
We didn't get to see it. And I really wanted to see it too because I've heard nothing but awesome things. I've had some of my teacher friends go to Mexico just to go see cenotes and stuff and said they're amazing.
Yeah, I could have literally stayed days at the site just exploring and looking at things.
It was fascinating. And it is, I don't know how many of you have gotten a chance to do that. If you ever get a chance just to go look at something that's got some real history to it, because that's one thing that's very American. Our history is so short. And to go
Right.
somewhere where you're like, wow, here's 2,000 years of history you're standing right next to, and it's awesome in the real definition of the word.
Right.
And it's an experience that, again, if you're talking bang for your buck, I think a cruise would be the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, your meals are covered for the most part, and you're not sure how to go adventuring into a foreign country. Well, they guide you all the way through it. You really can't get too lost.
You click on what you want to do. I want to do this, this,
Yeah,
this.
I mean, it's a great way, especially if you want to try something new and adventurous and not have to do it all on your own.
Yeah, I can imagine just going to Cozumel and organizing all this.
Yeah. I'm not quite to that level of adventure yet. But it would be, for it, like all-out experience, it's a really good way to go. And you can't beat doing Dice Tower Cruise stuff because you're going to see friendly faces as you go too. So you're not like isolated. You're with fellow board gamers and people too. And it's really cool.
Yeah, it's good. So I don't know if you guys heard, but in the middle of all this craziness, there was an earthquake.
Oh yes, we narrowly missed that one. Ooh,
Supposedly people said the ship rocked a little bit. I think that was just...
Whatever.
I didn't notice it at all. I didn't notice
Not
anything.
any more than anything else.
I didn't notice it.
No.
But that's the Dice Tower Cruise. It was amazing.
Yep.
It was awesome. Unfortunately, we're not going next year.
Do they do skeet shooting off the back of the ship? Not
No.
on our ship.
No. No.
I think there is one that does some cruise, but I don't think it's Royal Caribbean.
Not the one I've been on anyway. But we're not going next year because they changed the dates on us. It's in February, so we can't go next year.
Yeah, it's like right at my...
How good was the food? The food was amazing.
I'm not going to tell you how much weight I gained.
It was... you at least I do, and everyone I know of, you probably triple your food intake during the time you're on a cruise.
Because you eat, and then next thing you know, you're doing stuff, and then you're like, oh, it's mealtime again. Look at all the food.
Yeah, I was joking. I don't know if it was Rebecca or someone were joking. It's like, you eat a meal, and it's like, 3 hours until my next meal.
Yeah.
What am I going to do for 3 hours?
Let's go do 10,000 steps and go look at something. Hey, look. Yeah, no joke.
You get up, you eat. You go do something for an hour or two, then you eat again.
Yeah.
And then you do something for 3 or 4 more hours, and then you eat again.
And the dinners...
And then you go to late night snacks.
Oh my gosh. Do we?
Yeah, some of us do.
Yeah, when you stay up late gaming. But yeah, what's crazy is the dinners in particular, because you go to the formal dinner. Well, it's not formal.
Some people do.
Yeah.
Not everyone does.
You're missing out.
You are
man.
missing out.
If you go to the Windjammer all the time and you're always doing the buffet food, don't get me wrong, that buffet food is good, but at dinner time you have a nice sit down, you have your specific waiters that are doing just your table, kind of thing. And holy good goodness, they kick it up a level for that.
It's amazing. The
I
food
can't
is
imagine.
insane.
We've never spent the money to go where you have to actually pay extra and pay for the steakhouse or
I
whatever.
don't see any reason to.
I know, because the dinners are so good. They're ridiculous.
And I don't do it, but there's people that go, I'll take one of those and one of those and one of those
I did
and 2
try
of
it one
those
time.
and one of
We
those
tried
and
that
3
one
of those and one of those.
Yeah, because
and they'll bring whatever you want. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't care.
the last night, what is it? We tried a couple different desserts. I split with the
Some
girls.
guy ordered every dessert.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Somebody ordered. I thought that was.
He wanted bring me one of everything.
But that was
croissant, one of everything.
Because what they did though is they all ended up sharing a bite of it to
Right,
try it all, and I
right.
was like, that is so cool. Yeah, it's an interesting experience because you're not used to that, and
Yeah, I agree with Zaris.
no, the free pizza.
The free
pizza's
pizza.
good.
You just walk across the promenade, it's like, pizza. No.
The only thing Hunter does have a food complaint.
Oh, I do
They
have a
ran
food.
out of chocolate
They ran out of
mousse.
chocolate. I think
Hunter cleaned them
I think
out.
I ate every serving of chocolate mousse that the boat had because
Yeah, 'cause, like,
about
2.5 days
about
in,
2 or
you're out of
3
chocolate
days
mousse.
in, there was
Couldn't find it
no
anywhere.
chocolate mousse to be found anywhere.
His fault.
I think they come in little cups about this big.
And Hunter orders like 20.
I think in the 2 to 3 days that I was on the cruise, I had about 25 of those. And I'm not exaggerating.
No, I know you're not because I saw you. You come back with this plate, and his plate is covered with all these little cups, and they're like stacked. And I'm like,
I probably had 25 chocolate mousse. I assume it's mousse.
it's just mousse.
Mousses?
Oh Lord, just mousse. Just call it mousse.
In 2 days. Because they had for a while they had them at the little cafe, and I was hitting those hard.
Oh, dude, we couldn't even walk by.
Hey
without
Rebecca,
him,
I'm gonna go get some soda.
Lies. I'm going to get a chocolate mousse.
Ooh, there's chocolate mousse.
Zaris, you have it right. It's like every 5 feet, they have it strategically placed so that if you're going to go down any main drag, I mean, even if you walk by the pools, there's an ice cream machine.
There's
For
with
crying
sprinkles.
out loud. So
People-
of course,
people-
the
people-
girls are like,
People
ice
go
cream.
on late night sprinkle runs to
Oh,
get
yeah, it's
to get
ridiculous.
to get ice cream.
Man, and if
Yes.
that thing never went down, I think half the boat was sad.
I
swear.
don't know how anyone can have any kind of dietary restraint when they're on that boat.
I don't know. I told you about the one guy that came. Well, you guys were all getting food, and I was holding the table, and I was sitting in like they have like these big booth things, and I was like, we'll sit there because it was open. And he came and he's like, "Do you mind if I sit down?" I'm like, "I don't care," because it was the giant booth thing.
Right.
He had his little tiny plate of food. He was being so good. I was like, "Your willpower, sir." Can you share with others? Because he ate this little tiny plate and disappeared before they even came back with their food so that I could go. And I was like, who is this? I think he was an alien. I never saw anyone else on our ship do that.
Not
It
me.
was like,
But
the restraint. I admire him.
the last three days, my caloric intake plummeted though because I didn't have any more chocolate mousse.
He was
to eat.
sad. He was so
'Cause
sad.
I'm very picky about desserts, but chocolate mousse is delicious.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right, that was a lot about the cruise. We talked for like an hour about the cruise.
Well, yeah, but everybody was asking good questions.
All right, so that's the cruise. There was I didn't even mention there was a pre-party that we went to
Oh yeah. They have it the
at the hotel,
the night before, afternoon, evening before.
which was kind of cool. But we hardly ever do anything at that.
Yeah, because we're all getting everybody situated, and we're usually tired by the time we get in.
Yeah. Did we play any games at the pre-party?
Yeah, we did. We played
6 NIM.
6 NIM.
That's it. One game.
Yeah, we played one game.
One game. All right.
The girls wanted to goof around and stuff.
We're going to move on, since we're doing the events, we're going to move on to West Texas
Woot woot!
Tabletop
Man,
Con.
it is convention goodness.
So we got back from the cruise on Wednesday. We left for West Texas Tabletop Con on Friday.
Yeah, there's something wrong mentally.
Wednesday.
We got a problem.
Friday.
My problem right now is laundry.
So we left Friday night. I drove the whole way. It's 4.5 hour drive.
Yes, you're a saint.
I drove the whole way. They mostly no. Actually, Rebecca
did not.
actually stayed up most of the way,
said
which is amazing. So West Texas Tabletop Con. This is the 5th year. We've been all 5 years. This is where the whole crazy video stuff started because we went there. The first one, Z and Sam was there. I've told the story many times, so I'm going to go through it quickly.
I know, you're like that old man back in the day.
And that's where we started doing Blender, etc., channel, and all that stuff. Don't mess with my pen. It's my pen.
Tell the story. What we
All
did
right,
this time.
I just did.
No, not this. Not
All
that
right, so
story. They know
West
that
Texas,
story.
it's a smaller convention. It is a local convention. It is a free convention, 100% free.
You need
no
to go.
ticket price whatsoever.
You need to go.
It's run by the
Amazing.
Miss Wanda,
Yes.
the librarian
Yes.
of the San Angelo, Texas.
Support your librarians. She's amazing. Give Wanda a raise. Go team.
This basically the convention's been small all 4 out of the 5 years. 1 year they had an insane budget and went completely crazy, and it was much bigger. But
That was fun.
That was just 1 year. This year There was 214 attendees.
Cool.
144 adults, 70 children.
Wow, there were a lot of kids this year.
Their
Wow.
library, she's slowly been growing her library. The first time we went there, I think there was like maybe 20 games.
Yeah, I mean,
now she's got to be pushing 150, 200 games.
Yeah.
There was 98 different games checked out.
Nice.
From the library.
Oh, you got all the stats from her. Cool. Okay.
It's really cool. They hold events throughout. There's LARPing demonstrations. They do D&D sessions. They do both adult
and kid ones.
And kids D&D.
Oh, they had a world building thing too. A session for world building.
They do a lot of interesting. Stuff. They do tournaments.
Minis painting. They do that every year, which is cool.
They had a topographical thing.
Oh my gosh. Yes, so it's a combination of, I can't remember the software, and she uses a Kinect and a computer, and it's all aimed down at this sandbox, and it automatically creates a topographical map out of how people mess with the sand and stuff, and you can wave your hands in there and make it rain, so then it'll fill up, and you've got little lakes and rivers, and I forget what it's called, but it was amazing. They didn't have the budget to purchase the entire system, so they basically got the software and the computer and built the set themselves.
Right.
And it is amazing.
It
was really neat.
Coloring, they had button making,
oh, that's right, they made buttons. Nelson
but
had like 20.
The most important thing they had, of all the things, is they had a pitch car tournament.
Oh, geez. I was thinking the food this year, but...
No. Food was great. There was a pitch car tournament.
Oh, geez.
And I won.
Hey, now, don't be all crazy. I got second. Yeah.
I won.
They made little trophies.
No.
I'll cut you.
Won.
I'll cut you. This is glass. Cut you.
I won.
No, these are cool.
The pitch car tournament. Against 5 of the people.
No, it was more than that.
No, it was 5.
Was it?
I got first out of... No, there's six people. There were 7 to start. 1 person dropped out.
Oh, yeah, we had some kiddos drop out. Yep.
But, irregardless...
I will cut you.
And you've just encountered Rebecca's biggest pet peeve. Regardless, I won.
I almost had him, guys.
It was awesome.
No, it was so much fun.
We love going to it. It's like I said, it's 9 hours round trip, which is pretty.
Whatever, it's worth
that's
it.
a trip to the grocery store in Texas, but
that's true.
But it's worth it. It's just nostalgia purposes. Just supporting.
Well, it's just neat to see everybody again. You know.
Yeah, we know people there now. People come up to say hi to us, and we're like, oh yeah, we played games with them last year.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's very. I would say
times we get to see
I would say
Wanda.
it's probably 80 to 90% local people because they have a pretty strong board gaming community.
Yeah, they
in
do.
San
They have a
Angelo.
local game group that meets at the library and plays and stuff too, which I think is really cool. Thanks, Kabuki.
So yeah,
Kabuki
it was amazing. I invite people if you're in Central Texas, West Texas, go out and support West Texas because, like I said, it's free. They really kicked up the food. Now you can actually phone downstairs.
Yeah, they had
and they'll bring the food up to you.
They had a company, a little local company that's like kind of coffee shop food and stuff like that, and they hung out during the convention and they were on call, like Hunter said, and they would bring food up to you while you were gaming.
And they'd randomly
no extra charge.
And they'd randomly come up with stuff too.
Yeah, they'd randomly come up with like a cart full of cookies and brownies and all sorts of fun stuff and different drinks and sodas.
There's 2 local game stores that were selling stuff. There was a guy the guy that did the miniature demo.
Yeah,
was selling
selling
miniatures, basically D&D miniatures that you could buy.
He has a little painting session there every year.
Right.
He does it every year. It's
Nessa
really cool.
painted again. I don't have her miniature handy, but she painted again.
Oh yeah, where'd she put that? I think she sniped it from me already. But it was it was just really fun to just see everybody again and play and try a bunch of new games, hang out with people, worth the drive. And Wanda works really hard on that too. She and her team do all the work themselves. They work really hard to get grants. One of the reasons they were able to pull it off this year, she got some really good grants that helped fund this. So, I mean, that's not stuff that you can just come across. You got to work pretty hard.
So many things I'm forgetting. There was play to win stuff.
Yeah, she had play to win games. They had a lot of demos and stuff going on this time around.
And I don't know if I should be advertising this, but I'm going to. If you're an educator and you're in the West Texas, Central Texas area, there's going to be a board game and education seminar starring one Tom Vassell at the library this summer.
Yep, in San Angelo.
June 11th, I think,
it's
or something
11th,
like
yeah.
that. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be advertising, but if you're an educator and you...
She only has a certain number of slots, so you do have to contact Wanda Green at the library.
Tom Green Library, San Angelo, Texas.
San Angelo,
Anyway,
Texas.
I thought that was really cool because Tom's got kind of a side project. I don't know if you know about it. He's got this side thing going on with board games and education that he's doing, so it kind of works well together. And I'm going to come as a guest educator because I teach board games.
Interesting. There's also free gaming that evening with said people. So
all right, I think we've gone through those two conventions in detail.
they were fantastic. Yeah, and oh man, do you have any other pictures? Do you have any pictures you loaded of West Texas?
No.
You slacker.
I don't know what I would load.
I took some pictures.
Oh, did you?
You didn't look
Go
up.
to Twitter, rthomason42.
Right? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And on Twitter, and you'll see tons and tons of pictures of those two events.
There you go.
All right. Now,
Perfect.
the games we played. We're already 40 minutes in, so I got to go quickly. So I'm going to go through these quickly. We're going to do games we played
Yeah.
and new games.
Woo woo.
We're going
Okay.
to do games we played.
Bring it.
As always, I rank them from worst to best. And I give you my rating from 1 to 10 of those games. Starting with, I played, since we last spoke, 16 different games.
Look at you.
16 different games.
All right, come on.
Starting with number 16. I got pictures. Hold on.
You have pictures.
Board game pictures are easy.
That's true.
Maybe. Number 16. Here we go.
Now, Tommy, don't cheat. You have to fill out a ticket after you play the game.
Number 16. I give this a 6. It's a kid's game, but it's kind of fun.
It was cute.
Bugs on Rugs.
It's very cute.
Bugs on Rugs. It's almost a variation of Sushi Go. It's basically a drafting game, but it's got some tricked up drafting, and it's got kind of tricked up what you get points for kind of thing too.
Yep.
So, but it's very Sushi Go party-esque with
cute.
all these little bugs. It's a instead of having a hand of cards and pass, it's you put all the cards in the middle and you draft. You do a snake draft. You know what that is? You go around the table and then back around again of drafting from the center of the table. So you see all the cards that are available before you start drafting. Unlike Sushi Go, you only see the cards that are in your hand when you start drafting.
True.
So it's variation. It's if you like Sushi Go, that might be a game to check out.
Bingo.
All right, onward.
Yes.
To my number 15. Oh, I gave that a 6. I said that. My number 15, we played this one twice. Once the German version and once the English version. I give it a 6 because I don't like card games.
I do.
For the most part. That is 6 Nymph or Take 5, I think is what it's called in English. I have a picture for that one too.
Hey, look at you.
I think.
Yeah, because we don't own that game, do we?
Nope.
'Tis a good one. I like it.
I want to show you the picture. That way you can, if you want to check it out, you know what it looks like. So there's 6 Nymph. That's the German version. I don't have a picture for the Take 5 version of the game.
Yeah, it was weird. I'd never seen that box before.
So it's a kind of a pressure luck, maybe? No. A very lucky pressure luck game. So basically you have sets of cards that you're going to play. You're going to play simultaneous. You're going to select a card from your hand and put it out on the table. It's going to go to various piles depending on a numerical formula thingy. It's not that complicated. It goes on a certain pile. If you put the sixth card, card on that pile,
you get the cards.
The card that you place becomes a new pile, and you take the 5 cards. Take 5. You'll take the 5 cards, and they go in your hand. Those are negative points. The little bull-looking symbol on it, that's your negative points. Most cards are worth 1 point, but there are cards that are worth up to like 7 points. So you do not want points. Points are bad.
Hunter's terrible at this game.
I'm horrible at this game.
I am not.
That's why it gets a 6, because I'm bad at it.
That's such a lie.
My number 14. Rebecca did not play this game, but I played this game.
Did you?
It's Ishtar Gardens of Babylon.
Ooh.
So this is
it's pretty
gorgeous game, but I give it a 6.
Why?
Because I didn't like it.
What kind of game is it?
It's a tile placement game, but there's all these rules on how you place the tiles. So you have like all these fountains scattered around the board, and you're taking a tile and you put it on a fountain, and you put it adjacent to your thing, but you create gardens, but your garden can't be adjacent to someone else's garden, and your garden can't connect with other gardens, and two fountains can't connect with each other, and you're trying to build big gardens, and it's just, I don't know.
I heard a lot about gardens. I heard garden blah blah.
It's just not my kind of game.
Sounds like fun. I think I'd like it.
It's kind of light. It's like I said. Once you set up and look at the tab, you go, "Wow, that looks pretty cool." But
now I want to play it.
It seemed like
it's math.
It seemed like the collecting the cards. I don't even know what they're called. Certain cards that give you victory points are like that's like the whole game. And I don't know. It's just a really light game. I think it's a Bruna Cathala game. Is it someone else? Him and someone else. Just a crazy light little tile placement game. Anyway, not my kind of game.
They're making fun of your...
I'm sure... What?
They're making fun of your 6-NIP math.
Oh, I don't know. I just work here. My number 13.
This chart looks pretty.
13. Oh, I actually have we own that 13. Let me take the picture
Oh,
off.
yeah. This is a good game. Good game.
So Nessa and I broke off and let Rebecca take a nap. And we played a bunch of games.
At the cruise.
This is one of the ones that we played on the cruise. Nessa and I wandered off and played some games. I'm starting to cool on the Rhino Hero games.
What?
But, unfortunately, this was during the time when it was peak
That's why.
People playing games. So we couldn't find a single spot to sit down to play this game. So we played up on the deck. If you know anything about decks on boats, there's lots of wind.
Why did you play on
So we played
deck?
half a game of Rhino Hero Super Battle.
Rocket
We called it
science.
a tie, and we went and put the game up. It was actually we found a spot out of the wind, and it wasn't windy at all, and we were playing. It was going well, and then somehow this random little gust somehow reached us and just annihilated our little building. So we flipped the table and went and put the game up. But Rhino Hero Super Battle, it's a stacking game. You're stacking buildings. This one's unlike the regular Rhino Hero, which is like one tower. This one's lots of different towers and buildings and bridges, and you're trying to be the highest one on the building, your little meeple dude, when the building collapses.
Cool. All right, hurry up. You're out of time.
Sorry. I gave that a...
Big steaming yeah, from the sounds of it.
7.
Oh.
7.
Oh.
It's the first 7. All right,
He's
number 12.
not done yet, Tommy. Calm down.
Number 12. I played this with Nessa as well. I give this a 7 as well. It's Potion Explosion.
I like this game. I love this game.
So we played this one. What's funny is we played this one in the library, and it had all the expansions in it. We were going to play with the expansions, but we couldn't find some of the pieces.
Ooh.
So we're like, what's going on with this? So we played the base game. We love the base game. Nessa loves it. It's one of her favorite games. This will probably be in her top 10 when she makes her top 10. She's excited about making a top 10, by the way. So we played this, and we got all the way through. We had a great time. It's the newer version with the plastic little holder. The little holder, if you haven't played Potion Explosion, it's kind of like Candy Crush or whatever those games are.
Yeah.
And you're
Bejeweled.
You're basically bejeweled. You're trying to get the little connect the balls and use the balls to make potions.
Color.
But this one's ours is a crappy cardboard version. It's not crappy.
Oh yeah, well, it's the original.
The newer version is plastic. When we were putting the game up, I noticed there was a drawer built into the plastic thing, and that's where all the pieces were that were missing. So after we finished playing, we found the expansion pieces.
That's awesome. That's awesome. A secret compartment.
A secret compartment. Wow. All right, let's move on to number 11. This is a 7 as well. I don't own this game, so I'm going to do you a picture so you know what it looks like. We played Detective City of Angels. So let me start by saying I can see that this is a great game. But it's not my kind of game. Because I've played Detective, the original Detective, the Portal version, Detective. Just Detective is his only name. I love that version. Even though it's cooperative, I still enjoyed it. Everyone works together. Everyone's happy.
Gotcha.
Loving each other, helping out, trying to solve the case together. The version we played, now Detective has supposedly two versions. There's a cooperative version, and there is a competitive version. I, of course, wanted the competitive version because I like competitive games.
No one's surprised.
Little did I know I don't like competitive in this kind of game. Because we had basically had a game master, and the game master is actively trying to make you lose.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't like that at all.
No.
And all the detectives are competing against each other, so you're trying to conceal as much information as you have. You're trying to steal information from the other players. I thought I would like that, but I do not like that. I do not like it because I do not like it because one, having the GM as a trying to foil your plans is kind of brutal because they can pick and choose if you have a GM, a game master that wants you to lose,
you're going to lose.
He probably can make you lose. Really the GM is supposed to be like when you're playing D&D. You're kind of facilitating the game. You make it challenging. You're trying to balance the players. But if that GM says you're not going to win, you're not going to win.
Yeah, gotcha.
I just didn't like that at all. But I can see where the game is. It's very interesting the way the game works, for how you move around the board and you say, I talked to so-and-so about so-and-so, and you get a card that tells you what you have.
Oh, that does sound cool. That sounds cool.
The GM can decide to give you a lie or the truth. If it gives you you can challenge him if you think he gave you a lie. It's a really interesting system. It's just not. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
All right, so I gave it a 7 anyway because I know I can tell it's a good game. It's just
you want to try cooperative play.
I think I'd rather play the cooperative version actually.
That's interesting. No, it makes sense though with the style of detective game like that.
All right, moving on to number 10. This is a 7 as well. And we own this one, and Rebecca can talk about it because she actually played this one.
I finally got to play this game. We've had it for months. So this is the newest, right? Is this still the newest Azul? I think. But I think I like Stained Glass of Sintra here more. This one for me is... Yeah. No, it's really good. I've only played it once, though, so that may change with more plays and stuff. I really like how this lays out. I think the actual board is very pretty. I think it's the prettiest of those. The pieces are not as pretty as the others, I think. I don't think they stand out as much. The gameplay changes it up a little bit, though. I like the strategy behind it, and I think it's a lot of fun, but I think there's just something about Stained Glass of Sintra that I just really like the way the flipping it over mechanisms and how you do that stuff and how that works best. It still has the little coasters in a circle, and you're picking from them, and you choose in that same way. You pick one color and push the rest into the middle, but how you work the middle is a little bit different. Because there's also I guess, for lack of a better word, there's one color each round that's your wild. So there's rules with how you pick wilds out of the tiles and stuff. And it's different because there's values on each of these. So if you want to do this one and this one's a 5, you're going to have to dump 4 and put the 5th one here, for example. So it's a little bit different. It's a different way of looking at the same style of game. I liked it. I think it's a lot of fun. And if you like the Azul line, you definitely should give it a try. I'm not saying I don't like it because, again, I really like it. I just think I like Stained Glass just a hair more right now where it stands. But
I agree with that. I give them all 7s.
They're wonderful.
I
love these.
They're all pretty close together. But for me, Stained Glass has one mechanism that makes it better. I pass.
That's true. The pass is powerful in that game.
That just
powerful.
Completely changes a game changer, right?
Although there's something about the strategy for not being able to pass in this one that I think does something too. So I don't know. Again, may change with time, but right now it's solid. It's really solid. So
going back to Detective Kabuki Kid, she mentioned that I would probably like playing the chisels. Actually, I probably would, because I really do like facilitating the game. I left Detective on.
Oops.
Anyway.
Good job there.
Well, I'm talking about it now, so it's convenient. I do like facilitating the game, and I do like when I run games of the whole balancing act.
That's true. You would enjoy that.
I wanted to come down to the last turn, and the tension's high, and I like controlling that sort of thing.
That would be good for you.
And I would be good about not targeting people and saying, okay, you're not going to win, but I'm going to let you win.
Unless it's Carl.
Yeah. All right, onward.
Carl.
Onward. What number am I on? 10?
Number
9. This is a 7 as well. Rebecca did not play this one either. Rebecca didn't play any games.
I didn't play any games.
I finally got to play Abyss.
Oh, right. Wait, didn't you play this with Elia?
Yes, I played it with Ilya. If you're a Blender fan, you know who that is. Ilya from Estonia.
Yes.
Ilya.
From Werfel Games.
All right. So we got to play this, and he actually taught us how to play. This is another game. I give this one a 7, but with a caveat. I can see how this is a really, really good game.
I want to play it. After you told me about it, I want to play it.
Really good game. Rebecca will love Abyss. It's just not my kind of game.
Gotcha.
It just doesn't fall into my wheelhouse. I mean, I respect the game. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'd play it again if someone asked me to play it, but I'm not going to buy it. I'm probably not going to seek out games of it. If you've played Abyss, for whatever reason, I found the whole market phase thing annoying.
Really?
Where basically you have a stack of cards.
Oh, wait, you did tell me about
this. You have a stack of cards, and basically you flip one over, and then it goes on an auction around the table. And then you flip over another card, auction. Flip over another card, auction. Flip over another card, auction. Eventually everyone gets a card, or you take the last card. There's 5. I think it can happen up to 5 times. It seemed like 95% of the game was flipping those cards and auctioning. And I was like, I get it. I mean, I don't know. It's just not my thing.
You don't like auctions.
We probably auctioned off literally 200 cards. That's crazy. But anyway.
It's an abyss of cards.
It's an abyss of cards, yes.
That's
all right.
Awesome.
Onward.
Jobby's terrified that you played Abyss on a cruise.
Number 8. We're moving up to the 8s. Number 8 is an 8. I'm not going to pull this game out. I'm not going to talk about it because we just talked about this game. We played Barron Park again with the expansion.
Oh, yes.
So we just talked about that last time.
Yep.
So we're not going to talk about it again. Barron Park with the expansion, my number 8.
Yep.
So if you want to know more about Barron Park, watch the January 21st video and we talk about it at length.
Yep.
Number 7, another 8. We played another new game. Rebecca played this one, so she can talk about it.
I did. I can.
You did, and you can.
What game is this?
The game is...
I feel pressured.
Oops, not that
That's
one.
not the game I played. I'm so confused.
Carnival of Monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This was pretty cool. It was a card game. I know. I like card games. You're going to have to help me with the mechanisms and stuff a little bit, but...
Card drafting.
Thank you. I got that part. Things I have to do with. But yeah, so you're drafting these cards and you're kind of building up a bit of an engine. So you're going to have these lands that you use to purchase. Kind of almost sounds magic-esque to me. You're getting lands to purchase creatures that are from that land. And there are some that are kind of wilds, and there's some tricked up stuff with wilds and whatnot. But you're doing this, and there's also other cards in there so you've got the land cards, you've got your monster cards, and the whole time you're drafting this and trying to maximize this because there's end game goals, and there's quite a variety of them, and some of them can be really tough.
There's round goals as well.
Yeah, and there's round goals. They don't always coincide or mesh very well together, so there's a lot of strategy involved with that, and you score every round, and then you score and do the end game stuff too. So it was really neat. I liked the little take on exciting. Hey, we're back.
I don't know why it does that occasionally.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's a fun game. I enjoyed it. I thought the art was kind of cool. And stuff.
That's just the way I thought about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we dropped frames.
No, we dropped the
program reset.
The OBS reset itself. It's
fun.
It has a mind of its own. Occasionally, it just resets itself.
Thanks, internet. Thanks.
So there it is, Carnival of Monster. I think this is a fairly new game.
It's a pretty new game from what I understood. So.
All right, onward to my number 6.
That's fun.
All the Hotness. I played the only copy in the U.S.
What? What?
Maybe.
What?
Or maybe I'm making that up.
What are you talking about?
We played The Cruise.
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that. Okay, well, I didn't forget about the game. I forgot that was hard to
The
find.
Cruise!
So that one was fun. You've got, it kind of reminded me in a good way of the old school games like Rummy. You'd have to go to achieve a certain thing and then you can move on to the next level.
Phase 10.
It's not Phase 10. Okay, Phase 10. If you want to go with Phase 10, whatever. We did that with Rummy too, though. You get the right stuff and then you can pass on to the next level. This has that in it, but it's tricked up and a lot more active. And it's neat because in the rule book, it's even got a little checklist. You can track how you get through, and there's 70? David's in the chat. How many levels of those? My goodness, there were so many levels. He says you thought you called it a 7. It's growing on him, David.
Actually, it was a 7. I changed it to an 8 when I did this list.
Did you? You
Yeah.
like it that much?
So yeah, so let me.
It's fun.
Let me sum it up in a couple of sentences. If you watch the channel, you know I despise cooperative games for the most part. I do not like trick-taking games.
But this is a really cool cooperative
This is
game.
a cooperative trick-taking game that I gave an 8.
It's good. It's fun.
It's actually really good. When you play trick-taking games, you kind of think about what you did, like, oh, I'll play that.
Yeah.
This one's like you agonize. Okay, if I play this,
yes,
then they'll play that, but I need her to play a particular card.
because you have to
So
play certain things
I need
in
to play
order
this
sometimes.
one first.
Oh,
then
man.
It's
so good.
It takes that trick-taking thing
And kicks it up.
and makes
to
it
a new level.
almost a logic puzzle.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I think I want to get this one.
This is an insta-buy when it's available for me. So
Yes, all the win.
So.
Trick-taking game.
Number 6, the crew.
Play it.
Let's move on to number 5. I give this one an 8 as well. I'm not going to talk about it too at length because we talked about Pitch Car 1,000 times. But I do want to mention
Oh my gosh.
again that anyway. Pitch Car, my number 5. My number 4. My number 4. We're moving on to the 9s, and you know I love me some Spyfall.
Oh my gosh, this game.
Spyfall Time Travel. I come to a conclusion though.
Did you?
Spyfall does not work at 4 players.
It was pretty
Or
funny.
5. How many do we have? 4?
We had 4.
4. It does not work at 4 players.
It was hilarious though.
It basically turns into One Night Ultimate Werewolf,
Or was
where
it
you
5 of
like
us? There were
discuss
5
it
of us.
for like 2 minutes and then you make a decision because
Chubby just said that came on to pre-order on Cool Stuff. Oh,
I don't do pre-orders.
Why do you talk?
Don't even start with pre-orders. But
Sorry.
Spyfall Time Travel is just like Spyfall, except
It's time travel.
instead of being you're not just at locations, you're at periods of time. So
We
you
don't
may
just
buy-
ask where, we ask when.
You might be on a Viking warship, or you might be in Tokyo in the future, or you may be at Chichen Itza. It could be anywhere.
I love you, chat.
But we play the roles, and with 4 players, it's almost within like 1 or 2 questions. You know who the bad.
Gosh, it was funny though.
So
It
it's
was
almost like a race to figure out who the spy is before the spy figures out where you're at, because it's so easy with 4 players. It's
greatness. It's greatness.
If you know it isn't you, you got it narrowed down to 3. You ask a couple of questions, and boom, you know who it is.
True.
And it was kind of a balancing act from being too. You want to be obvious because odds are there's a good chance you're the spy, so you want to be obvious. But if you're so obvious, the spy is going to figure it out. So it becomes like almost like a quick little. It's like a speed Spyfall with 4 players.
Yeah. So, the girls, Katie wasn't with us this last weekend when we had the pitch car tournament stuff at West Texas Con, so it was just Nessa with us. She did play in the tournament, and she barely got 4th. So she just missed getting a little trophy.
Yeah, I really
She was
wanted.
quite sad.
Rebecca and I didn't compete in the second round.
Yeah.
Hoping that she would be able to get a trophy.
Yeah,
but she
pretty
didn't.
much all kids competed in
I
the
did
second
not.
one,
Now, don't be speaking out of school, David. I did not do a pre-order. I paid for shipping. There's a difference.
Oh.
All right, moving on.
Both are equally shocking.
My number 4, Spyfall Time Travel. That's a 9. Moving on, number 3.
Dean's buying stuff. Woo!
Number 3 that we do not own, which is also a 9.
Is it
I really enjoyed Awkward Guess.
Oh my gosh, this game! I like this game. It's Clue, but not crappy Clue. And I don't cheat in this game because it's so involved and it's so much fun. I don't know if you guys
Awkward
knew
Guess.
that.
I really liked Awkward Guess.
It's the whodunit of whodunits, man. And you get your own little, like, it's almost like a playmat. You scribble all over it and trying to take your notes. And you have cards that you're dealing out and they have different values. And some of the information's like the police evidence. So it's like locked in. And then you might have like, so it's 3 points. And then you've got the, well, so-and-so said that he was over here at this point in time. So it's like a level 1 because it's like iffy rumors and stuff like that. And then there's some 2-pointers that are pretty solid, but, you know, could be maybe contested or you'll find something that doesn't mesh with it. Oh my gosh. So you're trading those cards back and forth, and a lot of times, like, I'll say something like, I've got 4 points worth of information about the study and this one dude. Do you have anything you want to give me?
Right.
And then so Hunter, he can give me 4 1-point cards or any kind of combination there, and we trade back and forth. And then you get your information and you're scribbling things down. But what's cool about that is they have certain weapons that are only found in certain rooms. So if you can eliminate all of those weapons in that room, for example, you know the killer didn't go through that room.
Right.
So there's like this logic puzzle thing going on with it.
It's a big giant logic puzzle.
It is a giant logic puzzle, and I can't decide. I either love or hate logic puzzles, and this one it just absorbed me. I was like, yes, you must figure out all the things. And no, the only game I cheat in, Jobby, I was just about to say, I only cheat in one game, and I admitted beforehand, and that's the regular game of Clue, because I suck at it, and I think that game sucks. And so I just tell everyone, I will watch and see what part of the page you're writing stuff down on. I don't care. So that's Clue. But any other game, no, I don't cheat in those. And I stinking love this game, though. This was so much fun.
Yeah, this is one that you can't mess up other people. Now you can interpret cards wrong or look at the cards and write your information down wrong, but you can't. A person can't say, I have Colonel Mustard, and when they don't, and screw you up. You're actually physically trading. Like if Rebecca offers 4 points and I offer 4 points, we switch cards, and now I own those cards. And I can trade those again.
Or he can trade them back to me.
I could trade them back to her and not realize I'm trading her what she gave me.
Oh, I realized.
So it was... This one has a lot, for me at least, I had a lot of aha moments.
Yeah,
it's I eliminated this and this. Oh, wow. This whole area, the murderer can't have gone here. Okay. So I can eliminate all these weapons. And it just has these moments.
He literally did have those moments, too, because it was so funny. We'd all be sitting there kind of doing our thing, and all of a sudden Hunter go, whoa! And we're like, what just happened? And he's like going crazy over there. It was hilarious. You got it. I mean, it just,
yeah, if you look, my sheet looks like some kid
totally
was angry at his homework or something because I was like scratching stuff out, writing notes, and it's a really solid game. And I'm not gonna order it from the UK, but I'll buy it when it comes to the States.
Oh, why must
Tommy has it. He's bringing it to the game.
That's right. Bring it back.
I bet you're not gonna be there.
Terrible.
All right.
That's not cool.
My number... What am I on? I'm all the way up to number 2. This is a 9 as well.
Oh my gosh, this game.
I love this game.
I'm pretty sure I know which game this one is. Because I think I know what your favorite is.
I love it. I don't need a picture because I have it right here.
Oh my gosh, this game.
My number 2 game.
It is this game.
QE. This game is amazing.
Okay, what kills me though is this looks so stinking boring. Look.
You're boring.
Well, maybe, but why did they make the cover look like this? This looks like some kind of economic... Ugh.
This game is awesome.
And the game is awesome. The box is horrible.
This is an secret auctioning game. So basically, you're putting up commodities up for sale, and whoever's their turn, they basically write a price they want to pay for this commodity. Then all the other players secretly bid an amount. They can bid 0, they can bid less, they can bid more than the person. If they bid more, then the person who's takes their thing, writes down how much they bid, and give them the commodity back. The trick to the game is you can bid any amount you want. You can bid trillions, sextillions, quadrillions.
I'm going to put down a Googleplex.
You can write any amount you want, but whoever has the highest total at the end of the game automatically loses. So Rebecca on one turn can bid $1 trillion. I'm like, okay, well I can bid 900 billion because that's less than $1 trillion. I'm gonna be under her.
It was so stupid.
And it was
everyone's just
so I lost too much because I guessed how much Rebecca bid and I misguessed. I had 3 quadrillion as my total and I was eliminated. Rebecca had 2.1 quadrillion and was not eliminated.
It's so stupid. And then they laughed at me because like the next round they're doing like quadrillions and stuff. Next round I'm like $100. It's just like
this game is fun. But this is a fun. It's quick. It's about a half-hour game.
I do like your idea though. We're thinking about making a cheat sheet that has lists of all the gigantic, ridiculous numbers and the different so that you
exponential amounts that go up.
So that you can do this and. Oh, good heavens. And, okay, I just saw something. This right here, I don't know if you guys can see this. It looks like they're toilet papering. They're TPing something in this. Tell me that doesn't look like they're toilet papering something. What is that? It just looks like someone's lobbed it, and it's like, what is that? Now that might be funnier.
I don't know.
You see? Okay, I gotta show you now. See? Look at that in the middle there. Tell me that doesn't look like somebody's throwing toilet paper.
All right.
Just saying.
Last but not least, my number one game.
Can't tell what that is. Somebody's throwing toilet paper.
I love this game even more.
Maybe
It's
it's a
gone
camera?
from a 9 to a 10. And that is City of the Big Shoulders.
That was
It is a
good game.
10. This game was made for me. This is better than 18XX. I said it, and I stick to it. I don't even need to play another 18XX game.
No, I liked this game a lot. I was surprised that I liked this game a lot, actually. I wasn't sure I would like it, but it's really
You did really
smooth.
well at it. I thought
won.
you were going to win.
I
I snuck out a win at the very, very end of the game.
It just made sense.
I won all the bonuses. And
See what happens when I come off of vacation, have lots of sleep? I'm like, boom, I got this. And then, tomorrow I'll be like, what's my name again?
So I got a
Go
notification that's going to
Sleep.
send me a notification when this thing comes back in print, and I'm going to buy it. I don't care if Tommy has it. I want my own copy. I want my own crappy, not deluxe copy of it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I love this game. So take 18XX.
11 billion.
Take the tracks and the pick up and deliver out, and put a heavy Euro worker placement game in its place. You have tiles. You are deciding worker placement spots as the game goes by. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing because Tommy's chat thing hiccuped. So he put I bid 11 billion 20 times in the chat, and Tommy's like, dude, calm down.
City of the Big Shoulders, a perfect 10, a perfect game for me.
Did you have a seizure, Tommy? You okay?
Rebecca,
That's me.
Played a whopping 3 games that I didn't play.
Wow, way to out
3
me
games.
There. Way to out me there, dude.
That I did not play. You get to talk about them quickly. First up is...
Yes.
Map It.
Oh, goodness.
Map It.
Okay, this is great to play once.
Map It.
It's cute. It's a little game, and you randomly shuffle up a bunch of cards that have cities and states on them. And it's got 2 maps. It's got one with the state lines and one without them. We played without because it was people that know our states. It was just me and Austin. And we were playing it, and so you'll get a city and a state, and you put it in the middle. So we'll say it was Des Moines, Iowa, or whatever. Okay, so you got Des Moines right here, and then you have to flip the next city, and it says...
That was Des Moines.
Yes, it is, definitely. Everyone from Des Moines loves you right now. And then you'll get Miami, Florida, and then you can put, is it north, south, east, or west of that town? So you put it, you're like, sure, it's south. So you put it down there. And then you get, a Mobile, Alabama. But you have to put it in reference to everything that's already out on the board. So you have to decide, okay, if you're going to put it south, is it north of Miami or south of, you have to balance it. So when it starts to fill up, it starts getting tougher because there'll be multiple cities in different states. Oh my gosh, because we had Tucson and Phoenix, and all of a sudden I was like, which way is it? Which ones are where? And you just have a generic outline of the United States there. So it was fun.
Sounds like an activity, not a game.
It basically was. So it's fun to play once, and it's great for bragging rights on geography, but beyond that, I'll give it a Hunter meh.
Apparently, I dodged a bullet with that one.
I'm not sad.
All right, next up is Hamster Roll, baby.
Oh, Lord.
Hamster Roll.
Okay, I played this with Nessa and one of her friends.
One of her friends.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So, it's an interesting game. It's a roll, and it's got these little wooden pegs that are all around it. And you have to put a piece, but each time you have to put the piece a certain distance away from the last person's piece that they placed. So eventually you're moving stuff, and it moves the wheel because it's, the weight is shifting it. And you have to do it in such a way, it's kind of like animal upon animal, in that anything that falls down is now yours.
Right.
So you're trying to put everything in before you end up collecting pieces, right? So you're taking turns and trying to get rid of everything in your hand. And that's the game. And it rolls
This
around
was the
table.
most checked out game, along with Lupin Chewy?
Yes.
At the con.
Because the children went nuts. I saw kids playing this game the entire weekend. And I got roped into it.
And last but not
It
least...
was fun to play. Oh, goodness. Nessa's going to be talking quite a bit about this in the semi-near future, so I can't say too much right now. But this is one of those games that I never could quite put a beat on it. Like, what is this game? Everyone's like, it's heavier than it looks, and this and that. It's this area control, but you want to get your own little fief, and you want to get a lot of resources within that fief and towers, because you multiply your towers times your resources, and you're doing like this card drafting the whole time, which gives you these places on the map or bonuses, endgame bonuses. And apparently when Vance and Nessa, Vance is one of the people at West Texas Con that we play with games with every year, we weren't paying attention to Nessa apparently, and that little bugger, if she didn't have a card that she didn't like, she'd just grab one of the best like end game scoring cards and she'd just stack it there, and we weren't paying attention to how many she had. So at the end of the game she had a decent bit of stuff going on the board, and then she pulls out this stack of end game scoring we're done, and she destroyed us by like 80 points. I am not exaggerating, it was 80 points, and we just kind of looked at each other, we're like, we just got schooled by an 8-year-old. It was pretty amusing. So apparently this game clicks for Nessa. But it's really fun, and it's got adorable little bunnies, which is her favorite animal on the planet. Maybe she's like got a bunny muse or something. I don't know what's going on with that. But it was a lot of fun. Very cool.
Yep. This will be high up on Nessa's top 10 list when she makes it.
Is that your
She wants to make it this year.
Yep.
Well, she made it every year, I think. Mm-hmm. And finally,
oh Lord,
before I get to the purchases,
we don't have time, do we?
We're gonna go through them real quick.
Oh, you're crazy.
Sparkle Kitty.
Nessa won this. She played to win this. She played this before with Gaming Wife and Gang, and fell in love with it. And they had a play to win of this. So, and it was really cute because Nessa had a little gaggle of other gamer girls over there, and she taught them all how to play Sparkle Kitty, and then they signed the ticket to like play to win thing, and Nessa ended up winning it after she taught the game to people. So, let me tell you, the kid's over the moon about getting her Sparkle Kitty game now. So, it's just hilarious. This is a cheesy, silly game, but let me tell you, kids love playing this one.
All right, onward to purchases. We're flying through these. So I always buy a little something from every year from the game stores that are at the convention because I like supporting them for coming out.
Heck yeah.
And so I bought this because Rebecca said it's cool.
I love Skull. Hunter has not played this yet.
And I bought this because I hear it's good.
Yeah, we gotta play this. I can't wait to try it.
So
there you go. Tell us what you like. Do you guys like Decrypto?
And then, last but not least, is the swag bags from the Dice Tower Cruise. We got 12 games. I'm not going to go over 12. I picked 4 that look interesting.
Okay.
And they're...
Oh, these?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go through them real quickly.
Okay.
We're Doomed is a super fast social deduction game. Your various corporations
I can't wait to try this one.
World leaders.
I'm stoked.
We're building a spaceship to get off the planet before it blows up. And only the one with the highest prestige gets to fly away. Or something like that. Social deduction, weird game.
It looks cool, but it says it plays in like 15 minutes. That's the other thing. I was like, ooh, it sounds like fun.
Next up is Speechless.
This looks
Dice
good.
Tower Essentials Arcane Wonders party game where
okay.
it's like charades, but you can't make sounds. We can't make sounds and sounds anyway. It's acting. It's like imagine Time's Up where you're just doing motions. I think is what it kind of is. I guess maybe.
Oh goodness. Okay. You don't have to guess the correct word if at least one other player made the same incorrect. So if multiple people guess incorrectly, but it's the same incorrect guess, you get points. Oh, good grief. That'll be hilarious.
All right, next up, Vikings Gone Wild.
I played this. It's been... Oops.
You played this?
I played this at Dice Tower Con when you didn't go. I think I played it with Austin. I like this game. I think it's fun.
All right, I know nothing about it.
I think it's fun. I think you'll like it. Simple little like
take the role of heads of clans fighting against each other
probably.
to prove who's best.
It was a pretty smooth little game.
Construct buildings, attack people. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I liked it. It's like a lot
and then
like
one of the hits I saw a lot of people playing this game at the convention is Pirates.
I can't wait to play this
from Forbidden Games.
Another one I can't wait to play.
It has a map. I like having. If you know me, I like being in a boat going around a map. So.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
And last but not least,
wait, that's more than 4.
This is a purchase.
Oh, that's
that wasn't at a convention.
That's true.
I finally bought.
I was like, we got all the games.
Bit the bullet, and got this game.
All right, if this game stinks, I'm coming after you, Roy Canada.
Yeah. So, if Roy's second favorite game is Twilight Imperium, and this is his favorite game, and so for whatever reason I thought it wasn't, it didn't play very well 2-player, but you can play this game solo.
What?
What?
Oh no! I'm surprised you haven't cracked this out
Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air.
yet. Yeah, Roy's baby. That's right.
And that is the end of the show that went way too long, but you know what?
You all stuck with
I
us.
tricked you into coming on early, so I gave you a little extra.
So double gold stars. Whee!
So that's everything on the list but one thing, besides that we love you.
Yes.
Check out Rebecca's Top 100. A new video came on the channel today, this afternoon.
It did.
Her 60 to 51.
Yep.
The best of the worst.
Yep.
And that's it. I'm tired.
Yes.
That was an adventure. That was a lot of stuff.
That was a lot of stuff. And you guys stuck through it all. You are warriors. Warriors.
Live playthrough.
Things you put up with.
But, yeah.
Live playthrough? Yeah.
I hope to get it
We
played
need to do that
pretty
soon.
soon at a game day. So
Hunter may kill me if I play a different game, though, before we play Maracaibo, because it's still underneath
It's
this
still-
leaf on the table. It's right here. Oh.
Yeah, Maracaibo is still set up under the table. We can play right now.
No! Some people sleep. Unless we end up with a snow day. We have a snow day, then we party.
Yeah. Well, I have to
After
work.
I grade papers.
I have to work.
Because I have enough to probably grade all day.
That's it, folks. Thank you for sticking around. And if you're watching after the fact, not live, but after the fact, please ask questions in the comments. I'm happy to answer questions about the cruise, about West Texas, about any games we talked about. Please ask questions.
Yes, indeedly.
And watch Rebecca's videos because they're awesome.
Aw, you're sweet.
Not just because
And I will try to do the comments. Oh
not,
gosh.
Not just because I'm in the videos, but they're actually really good.
Wow. High praise from the shenaniganator. Oh no, someone gave him a physical trophy.
This is my first board game, well, besides our tournament trophies. This is my first, official board game trophy. I'm so proud. It's like...
This is my second,
I
technically.
sleep with it.
I have a Dice Tower ribbon from the World Pitch Card Championships. Thank you very much. Although, honestly, this is cool. This is so cool. It's laser cut little...
How many
pitch card
games
picture.
of Leaving Earth have I played one game of Leaving Earth?
We are going to get there.
Because we've been...
It's going to happen, Kabuki. We haven't been home.
Yeah, we haven't been home. We haven't been home for more than a few
I
days.
don't know what
last
January
month.
was. I don't think I was home in
But
January.
really from, this end of December.
We went camping the first week of January. Then we had school. Then we went on a Dice Tower cruise. And then we went to San Angelo. So yeah, I wasn't home in January.
Yeah, so...
I don't know what
I
happened.
do want to play again,
We left
even if it's
Prosper.
solo
We
at
didn't
a
leave
higher
Earth,
level.
though.
At a higher level. It's a major award. All right, folks, that's it. I'm tired.
Oh my gosh.
It's almost
It was
10 o'clock.
wonderful to hang out and chat and catch up with you all, and we'll see you again.
If you're in Texas, especially North Texas, stay warm.
Yes.
Because the snow apocalypse is coming.
That's a lie. We're going to miss it all, and we're going to have school tomorrow, and I'm going to be so sad.
Snow apocalypse.
All right, y'all take care. We'll see you next week. Bye.